Often, enlightenment or kensho or satori is considered to be some kind of unusual experience, or something external, or some kind of special phenomenon. But it's not like that. There may be some kind of sudden revelation or some kind of sudden perception, but it's not something that is that unusual or that strange and foreign that we come upon or that comes upon us. What it is an ability to see without any interruption of the ego, without any filtering of the ego. And since we're all walking around seeing things through our ego filter almost all the time, to suddenly be able to see without that filter is a surprise. But it is nothing that we have ever not had. They say that the mind of a baby is something we can compare this to. A baby isn't seeing things from the egoistic place. It is seeing directly and clear. It's the exact same kind of thing when we are seeing without the ego filter. We see that there is nothing to be analyzed in it. When you are seeing a flower, you're not thinking that it's red. Or seeing a bird, you're not thinking what its name is. You are just seeing directly. When we talk about enlightenment, we are talking about that mind which is perceiving in every moment without the obstruction of an egoistic filter. The experience of that mind and realizing where it is and realizing where it is coming from is what is called enlightenment or kensho or satori. It is not some kind of supernatural state of mind that we are able to enter or that comes upon us. It is not like some kind of altered state of consciousness. To think that we are trying to do this practice for some kind of narrow experience for the individual, thinking that we are going to come upon some big experience someday. This is a very low-level understanding of what this enlightenment is. It's a return to our basic state of consciousness, which we possess all the time but are always cluttering up with extraneous views and with the ego. The ego is consistently on top of us. It's always there. And if we can succeed in clearing it out, what we can see without it is truly surprising. And that kind of surprise, that kind of wonder, that kind of enjoyment and joyfulness is obvious, and it does truly happen. The difference for that ego is a big difference, but it's not something we come to externally. It's something we come to internally. We realize it by getting rid of things, not by adding on an abnormal state. And once we realize this state, once we recognize this, we say, ah, this is that mind that is without all of those things. And then to live every moment without that egoistic filter on that inner eye, that is what has to be done. That is the real goal. And that is the larger part of our training practice. Once we have recognized that new way of seeing, that new eye, an inner eye, once we have encountered that, then we must nurture the ability to encounter every moment of our lives from that clear, pure place. To live in that is the most important part of the practice. To be able to take that clear mind, which is not covered by ego, and keep that going. To live in that place all the time, that is what has to be done. And until we know what it is, we can't keep it going. So that first understanding of where that clear place is often what people sometimes call enlightenment, or kensho, or satori. But to be able to come to every moment with that state of mind, that is what's most important.